Hello friends, let's begin with 2 pounds or 900 grams of ground beef. Crack in 2 eggs, letting them gently fall over the meat. Now season 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika for warmth and color. Grate 1 onion. As it softens under the grater, it releases that sweet, familiar aroma, the kind that instantly makes a kitchen feel alive. Add the grated onion, along with all its juices, right into the bowl. Then finally chop a bunch of fresh parsley. Those bright green flecks don't just look beautiful, they're full of vitamin C, antioxidants, and natural minerals that help support digestion and boost our immune system. It's such a simple herb, yet it brings freshness, lightness, and a little extra care to every meal. Add it right into the bowl. Mix everything together with your hands. Don't rush. The mixture becomes smoother and more uniform when you give it a moment. Now let's prepare our potatoes. Place 5 medium potatoes into a pot. Cover with cold water. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Put the lid on and let them simmer over medium heat for about 30 to 40 minutes. Take a sheet of parchment paper and lay it flat on your counter. Now, spoon the seasoned beef right onto it. And begin shaping it into a neat square. Press gently with your hands, smoothing the edges as you go. This part always feels a little calming, like you're laying the foundation for something special. Take your time here. A well-shaped base always leads to a prettier, more satisfying dish in the end. Heat a small pan and melt a quarter stick, or about 30 grams of butter. Friends, it's wonderful to know where you're watching from. Share your city and country, and US friends, tell me your state as well. As it melts, grate 2 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. Fresh garlic not only fills the kitchen with that warm, familiar aroma, but it's also wonderful for us. It supports the immune system and brings a natural boost of strength to everyday meals. Stir them into the warm butter. The aroma rising from the pan is wonderful. It always takes me back to kitchens filled with soft light and the promise of a good meal. Chop 5 ounces or 150 grams of spinach. Fresh spinach always feels like such a gift. Tender leaves full of iron, vitamins A and C, and those leafy greens that keep us energized. It softens quickly in the pan, but it brings so much nourishment to the dish. Feel free to ask any questions about the recipe in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Don't give up. Just hold on tight. Add it right into the garlicky butter. Let it wilt for a minute or 2. Spinach softens so quickly, turning deep green and shiny. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it. It's a simple way to show your support. Once it's ready, spread it over the beef square. Friends, for more content like this, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any new recipes.
How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold
Now
on
grate
tight.
5 ounces or 150 grams of Emmental cheese. It's one of those cheeses that melts like a dream, smooth, nutty, and comforting. I always think cheese has a way of bringing a little joy to any dish, adding that creamy richness. Sprinkle it over the spinach, a generous, cozy layer that will melt into something truly comforting.
Did your time? How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give
Using the
up.
parchment for support, gently roll the beef into a tight log. Take your time. Rolls always turn out best when they're shaped slowly, almost lovingly. It reminds me of watching my grandmother in the kitchen, her hands moving with such calm and patience, as if each little roll carried a bit of family tradition inside. Now, in a small bowl, combine 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of mustard, and 2 tablespoons of honey.
Can't say that I was surprised.
Stir until smooth. This glossy marinade brings sweetness, tang, and depth all at once. Next, transfer the roll onto a sheet of foil. Brush it generously with the marinade, letting it soak into every little fold and corner. As you coat the roll, it starts to shine, just like those special dishes our mothers made for holidays, when the whole kitchen felt warm and full of promise.
Let you go back to the same old ways. Yeah, I'm so
Wrap it snugly in the foil.
with you. I hope that it made you feel good. A warning shot for the other boys. Give my thanks only like an ex could.
Bake at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Now check the potatoes. If a fork slips in easily, they're ready. Drain them and return them to the warm pot, where they stay soft and cozy. Add a 1/4 stick or 30 grams of butter. Pour in 2 fluid ounces or 60 milliliters of cream and begin mashing gently. You'll feel them turn silky under the spoon. Soft, warm, almost fluffy. Now grate 1 ounce or 30 grams of Parmesan. Parmesan has that wonderful salty, nutty aroma that always reminds me of cozy holiday kitchens. Sprinkle it into the warm potatoes and give everything a final, gentle stir. As soon as it hits the heat, it melts right in, giving the potatoes a gentle, savory richness that feels like pure comfort on the coldest evening. About 10 minutes before the beef roll is done, open the foil. Brush on the remaining marinade.
I know you tried so hard. I know you've done
And return it to the oven uncovered. This gives it that beautiful glossy finish.
your time.
When it's ready, take the roll out and let it rest for just a moment.
In this
Then slice gently. Each cut reveals a beautiful swirl of seasoned meat, garlicky spinach, and melted Emmental.
it'll be alright. Hold your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything
To serve,
that you
slice
thought
the
you
roll
should.
gently and place a few warm pieces onto a plate.
Didn't seem to do you any good.
Then, spoonful warm mashed potatoes.
I know you've tried so hard.
Then, spoonful warm mashed potatoes.
Done your
Next, finely chop a small bunch of parsley. Those tiny green flecks
did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up.
always brighten a dish and add a touch of freshness.
Hold on tight. It'll be
It over of mashed
alright.
potatoes. Have a few cherry tomatoes. Their juicy sweetness and bright lift the whole plate, and arrange them right beside.
I know you tried so hard.
The colors look beautiful together, and every bite feels balanced and inviting. A tender, flavorful beef roll filled with melted cheese and spinach, served with creamy mashed potatoes and fresh tomatoes. It's the kind of meal that fills the house with warmth and brings everyone to the table with a smile. I hope it brings the same comfort to your home as it always brings to mine. Thank you for cooking with me today. But don't go just yet. I've got another delicious recipe waiting for you. Start by placing a good piece of beef right on your cutting board. Take a moment to trim off the tough membrane or any outer layer, leaving only that soft, clean center. We're working with the heart of the loin today, about 2 pounds, or roughly 1 to 1.2 kilograms. It's the kind of cut that turns into something warm and comforting. The sort of dish that fills the house with a smell that makes everyone wander into the kitchen, asking, "Is dinner almost ready?" Pat the beef dry with paper towels. I know it seems simple, but this one little step does wonders. A dry surface helps the flavors cling better and gives the meat that lovely crust we all love. Place the beef into a deep baking dish. Now drizzle 1 to 1.5 ounces, or about 30 to 50 milliliters of soy sauce over the top. It brings saltiness and depth. Add about 15 milliliters of olive oil, letting it glide over the surface of the meat. Then season generously with salt and black pepper, giving it that first touch of flavor that wakes everything up. Don't be shy here. Seasoning is where the magic begins.
The other boys give my thanks only like an ex could.
Now use your hands to gently massage everything into the meat. Let the marinade reach every little corner. There's something special about this step. It always reminds me of slow weekends when we cooked without rushing, giving food time and attention. The more care you give it now, the more flavor you'll taste later. Set a frying pan over medium-high heat and add a little olive oil.
And I thought you'd change, but you go back to the same old ways.
When the pan is hot, carefully lower the beef in. You'll hear that sharp sizzle right away. That's the sound of a good crust forming. Sear the meat for about a minute on each of the 4 sides, just until it picks up that golden brown color. This quick sear helps lock in all the juices and gives the dish the kind of richness you can't fake. Once all sides are beautifully browned, transfer the beef to the refrigerator for a little rest, while we move on to the next step. Now, let's move on to the mushrooms. We need about 2 pounds, or 1 kilogram. Cut them into quarters. Small, even pieces help everything cook smoothly later. There's something calming about this part, the steady rhythm of the knife, that gentle earthy smell that comes up with every cut.
You hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve.
Transfer the chopped mushrooms into a blender, or through a meat grinder if you prefer. Blend until they turn into a thick, smooth paste, almost like a rustic pâté. It may look simple, but this texture is exactly what helps the mushrooms melt into the dish later, giving us that deep, earthy richness that makes everything taste slow-cooked and comforting.
You did your time. How much longer will you suffer?
Now, place a dry frying pan on medium heat. No oil needed. The mushrooms carry plenty of their own moisture. Add the paste straight in. As it warms, it begins releasing its natural juices, filling the kitchen with that cozy woodland aroma that always reminds me of fall cooking, when the days get cooler and hearty flavors feel especially welcome.
Did everything that you thought you should.
Let the mushrooms cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring now and then to keep them from sticking. Don't season them yet. Salt too early pulls out water too fast. And we want them to reduce slowly. It's such a soothing process. Watching the mushrooms transform, becoming richer and more concentrated with every gentle stir.
I know you've done your part. It's not fair.
Once the mushrooms are ready, transfer them to a bowl and let them cool for a few minutes. When it's warm but no longer steaming, season with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir gently but thoroughly so the seasoning spreads evenly through the mixture. Set the bowl aside. We'll come back to this earthy goodness very soon. Now, let's prepare the layer that holds everything together. Lay a sheet of plastic wrap across your cutting board. Begin arranging strips of bacon over it, overlapping them just a little so there are no gaps. There's something almost soothing about this step, the calm, careful layering, and it helps the roll bake up beautifully. This bacon isn't just a wrapper. It's what keeps the roast moist, tender, and full of smoky richness as it cooks. Make sure the bacon covers a surface large enough to wrap around the beef later. Think of it as a soft, protective blanket that will hug all the flavors inside. Now spread the cooled mushroom mixture over the bacon.
Part of me thought you would have fought it. Can't say that I was surprised.
Take your time, smoothing it gently with a spoon or spatula until it forms an even layer. This is the foundation of the dish's depth. Rich, earthy, savory. So try not to leave any bare spots.
Yeah, I'm so done with you. And I thought you'd changed.
Next, sprinkle a handful of dried porcini mushrooms over the top. They bring that beautiful woodsy aroma, the kind that reminds you of slow-cooked, comforting dishes from years past.
I hope that it made you feel good.
Now, take the rested beef out of the fridge. Coat the beef with a thin layer of mustard. Just a whisper of it is enough. It gives the meat that gentle tang, the kind of flavor that wakes up every bite without overpowering it. Then brush on a bit of oyster sauce. It brings that deep, savory richness. The kind of warmth we often remember from old family roasts that filled the whole house with comfort. Smooth it all around the beef until it's evenly coated.
Yeah, I'm so done
Now gently place the beef right in the center of your mushroom and bacon layer. This next part is always so satisfying. Using the plastic wrap underneath as your helper, slowly roll everything together. Bacon, mushrooms, and the marinated beef, keeping it snug but never forcing it. This short rest helps the shape firm up, making it much easier to wrap in dough later. It's a little patience that pays off beautifully. Dust your work surface lightly with flour, just enough to keep things smooth. Lay your pastry dough down and begin rolling it out to about 1/8 inch or roughly 3 millimeters thick. If you don't have a rolling pin, your hands work wonderfully too. Press gently, stretch slowly, and keep the thickness even. You want a sheet of dough wide enough to give our roll a full, comfortable wrap, with a little overlap so it seals nicely. This pastry is the final layer, the one that turns everything golden, crisp, and irresistible in the oven. Now take the chilled beef roll from the fridge and set it right in the center of your pastry. The dough is soft and cool under your hands. It always feels like the beginning of something comforting. Gently fold one side over the roll, then the other, wrapping it the way you'd wrap a little homemade gift. Press the edges together with your fingers, pinching lightly so the seam stays neat and secure. The dough should hug the roll, close, but with enough room to puff up beautifully in the oven. Crack 1 egg into a small bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of milk. Whisk until the mixture looks smooth and slightly airy. This simple glaze is our secret to that golden bakery-style shine, the kind that makes a dish look irresistible before you've even taken a bite. Now take a sharp knife and make a few shallow cuts across the top of the dough. These tiny lines aren't just decoration, they help the steam escape gently and give the pastry that charming rustic look so many of us grew up seeing in our mother's kitchens. Brush the dough generously with the egg wash, letting it flow into every little groove. The glaze will help the crust bake up glossy, crisp, and beautifully golden. Transfer the wrapped roll onto a baking sheet. Slide it into a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Bake for about 25 minutes. While the roll bakes, let's prepare a light, simple side. Fill a small pan with water. Add a teaspoon of salt. Cover and bring it to a gentle boil. Once it starts bubbling softly, add a handful of broccoli florets. Cook them for just 1 to 2 minutes, no more. Lift them out with tongs and set them aside. This quick blanching keeps their color vivid and their bite delicate. When the beef roll is ready, take it carefully out of the oven and give it a few minutes to rest. Then cut into it slowly, using a gentle sawing motion the moment the knife opens the pastry. And the aroma rises. Warm beef, earthy mushrooms, buttery dough. It feels like the whole kitchen softens. To serve, place a thick slice of the roll on a plate. Add a handful of the bright green broccoli on the side. The colors look lovely together. Golden, deep brown, vibrant green. And the flavors? They meet beautifully. Crisp pastry, juicy beef, rich mushrooms, and that clean, fresh crunch of broccoli. It's a comforting meal. simple at its core, yet full of warmth. I hope this dish brings a cozy feeling to your kitchen and a little joy to your table. Thank you for cooking with me today. Until next time, happy cooking!